Hello, I'm Mark Friedman, and today we're going to learn how to use Alteryx. Alteryx is used by several Big Four accounting firms to automate the ETL process. In this exercise, you will extract sheet. It's called General Journal. You will transform the data into a general ledger and an unadjusted trial balance. Then you'll load the transformed data back into Excel. Let's first look at the Excel file. Notice that the column headings are in row 4 and that there are some rows that do not have account numbers. The end product will be a general ledger which starts with account, name, transaction, date, description, the debit amount, the credit amount, and a running balance. So for cash, we can see the running balance at the end of the period is $31,235. A general ledger includes all of the journal entries sorted by account number and within account number by transaction with a running total. There are 4 major parts of the Alteryx window. First, the canvas. That's where we're going to create the workflow. The tool palette, where all the tools are stored. The configuration, where we modify the tool settings. And then the result window, which will show us the result after we apply the tool. Tool 1. Input the Excel file. Make sure your Excel file is closed. Let's select the Input Data tool and drag it to the canvas. In the Input Data configuration, pull down the Connect a File or Database. Select File, Browse, find the file that you want, select Open. Select a sheet. It says Balance Sheet, pull that down, select General Journal, select OK. In the configuration area, we can see a preview of the first 100 records. Remember that the field names were on row 4. In the configuration area, pull down the arrow and change Start Data Input to a 4. To apply these changes, select Run. In the Result area, we can now see the data that has been inputted. Tool 2. Exclude all rows that do not contain data. Drag the Filter tool to the canvas. It automatically gets connected. In the configuration area, modify the basic filter. Select Account greater than 1. To apply the latest change, select Run. There are actually 3 data sets in the results. The one we're looking at is the true. We can select the false by clicking on the F. Now we have all of the items that did not have account numbers. If we want to see the information before the filter, we click over here to see the input. None of the data has been erased from the source document. Everything has been filtered. Let's select True. Tool 3. Exclude all columns that do not contain data. First, let's reduce the zoom on the canvas in the upper right-hand corner and separate the tools. Drag the Select tool to the canvas and attach it to the True. Remove those columns that you're not interested in. Apply the changes by pressing Run. I must have missed column 15. Select Run again. Our changes have been applied. Tool 4. Sort the data by transaction within account. Drag the Sort tool from the tool palette to the right of the Select Data tool. In the Sort configuration, we want to sort by account in ascending order, and then transaction in ascending order, Select Run to apply. The data is now sorted by transaction within account. Tool 5. Replace the null values in the debit and credit fields with zeros. Drag the data cleansing tool to the right of the sort. Modify the configuration so only debit and credit are selected. On the Replace Nulls, replace with 0 numeric. Select Run to apply. The nulls have been removed. Tool 6. Create a running balance. If you don't know where a tool is, just come up to the search box. We're going to type in running, and we could just drag it from here to our canvas. We want to group by account and create a running total based upon total balance. The total balance was a field that came in from the original data. It added the debits and the credits. To apply this, select Run, and we have a running balance. The first entry, a debit of cash for $28,000. The second entry, a credit of $7,000, giving us a balance of $21,000. Tool 7. Change the order of the fields so that the account appears first, followed by name. Drag another select tool to the right of the running balance. In the configuration, select the field account. Use the up arrow to move it up 1, 2. Same thing for name. Select name, up 1, 2. Select Run. Account, name, transaction, date, description, debit, credit, total balance. Well, we don't need total balance. Remove total balance from the configuration. And let's change the name Run Total of Total Balance to Running Balance. Rename Running Balance, hit the Enter key, and notice that it's highlighted in a pink, indicating that it has been changed. Apply the change, select Run, and now the field Total Balance has been removed. Tool 8. Export the general ledger to Excel. Drag the Output Data tool to the right of the Select tool on the canvas. The two will automatically be connected. In the Output Configuration area, select the down arrow, select File, enter the file name, save as type, and change that to save as an Excel file. Select Save, enter a sheet name, select OK, select Run to apply the changes, and open in Excel. Change the column widths, save the modified file, close Excel, return to Alteryx. Select Run. There's an error. Look on the canvas. Also look in the results workflow message. The sheet already exists. Select the tool Output Data. In the configuration area, pull down the Output options and select Overwrite Sheet. Now, run the file again. Everything is working. You have now learned how to create a general ledger from a general journal using Alteryx. The unadjusted trial balance will summarize the total balance by account number with the account name attached for clarity. Tool 9. Merge a numeric field with a text field. Drag the formula under the running balance and attach it to the cleansing. In the configuration area, pull down the Select column, choose Add a column, type in the name of the new field, account and name. Type in the formula, toString account plus name. toString account. toString is a function. Make a numeric to a string. Account is the name of the field, to which we add a space. Notice that it's a plus concatenation, quote, space, quote, and then the second field. And run. Right-click on the output, and everything looks great. Tool 10. Find the balance of each account. Drag the Summarize tool to the right of the Formula tool. It'll automatically link. Select Account and Name. That's what we're going to group by. Select Add, Group by. What are we accumulating? We are accumulating the total balance. Select Total Balance, Add, and we would like to sum. That's it. Select Run. Right-click on the output of the Summarize tool, and we have our unadjusted trial balance. I don't like the name Sum Total Balance. Tool 11. Rename a field. Drag the Select tool to the right of the Summarize tool. Rename the field Balance. Select Run and right-click on the output of the last select. Now that looks great. We have extracted the data from Excel, transformed the data into a meaningful unadjusted trial balance, and now the last part, we're going to load the information back into Excel, finishing the cycle. Tool 12. Export the unadjusted trial balance. Drag the Output Data tool to the right of the last select. In the configuration, pull down, select File, pick the file, select Save. The file already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes. The name of the new sheet, Unadjusted Trial Balance. Select OK. Make sure you change number 3. We want to overwrite the sheet, otherwise it will blow up the second time around. That's it. Select Run. Go down to the last entry. Click once, change the column width, and we have our unadjusted trial balance. One last step. Let's save your workflows. Select File, select Save As, select Browse, select Save. Do you want to replace it? Yes. Excellent. Perhaps we'll see some of you in part 2. Let's close. File, Exit.